Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Here we go. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
11, MC, take. 11, 12, 12, 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
11, Mighty. 12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Reed. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris, to about the 33-yard line. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Harris. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Harris, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
From the 27, Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Brown, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11 MT.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Harris. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
score Texans 7, Bengals nothing.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Harris running straight ahead. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11,
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back.
Mixon hit, and the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
11 empty.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Bengals at 3-6 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get a point in the right direction. They need it quickly.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and
he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Again, it's Harris on second down. 78 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here's another carry for Harris. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On the give, this is Harris. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Damian Harris, as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called.
On one, ready?
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11, Thomas.
They'll throw now on the final play. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Yeah, this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Again, it's Burrow. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
11 MT.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
11, 11, 11.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, 28 yards. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Bill Bison, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
11.
A handoff running left, Mixon. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here we go.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
12. Stop.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11 mighty. Stop.
Inside handoff to Mixon. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 1, right?
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
11 MT. 11 MT. Stop.
Mixing up the middle. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Gotta go. Stop.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TV. Joe Mixon with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Bengals have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talked to said,
he's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline, and that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run with Harris fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Bengals, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4 and 6. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile,